Hi, I want to thank you for letting me into your inbox every week. And starting this week, I'm going to be adding a video to my blog to complement what we're talking about and to throw some good energy your way. This week, we're going to talk about instinct. And typically, we have two voices in our head on any given day. The first voice is the ego, and this voice is not so nice to us. It's judgmental, it puts us down, it runs through our to-do list over and over in our head in a really unproductive way. It tells us that we've been bad or been wrong because we haven't done A, B, or C. It looks into the future and makes mountains out of molehills about stuff that probably will never be a problem anyway. And that's the voice that we want to hush. And instead, when we quiet that voice down, we want the other voice to come through, which is our intuition, our gut instinct, our soul's calling, whatever you want to call it. But this voice, typically not as loud as the ego, is the one that's going to point us in the right direction. It's the one that's going to let us know what we need to do to be more of ourselves in this world. This is the voice that won't judge us. It won't put us down. It'll tell us where we need to go, who we need to talk to, and what we need to say to them to really be who we are in this world. So I'm going to give you some tips to get that voice to become a little bit louder in your life. The first tip is to just get quiet. Just sit down for 5 minutes a day and be quiet and still. Turn off the TV, turn off your music, put your book away, don't have any distractions. The more you're quiet, the more you let that other voice come on in. And what I mean by that too is also hushing the ego. So when you've got that other chatter going on in your head about what you need to get done today or tomorrow, or shame on you for not having done this or that yesterday, you want to hush that voice down a bit and allow the other one that's a lot more quiet to come on in and to become a lot more prominent. The second tip is to get into your body. By getting into your body, you also get out of your head. So athletes talk about it all the time. When they get into the zone, when they're working out or running, even when you're doing something like yoga, you tend to get out of your head and just get present in your body. The more that you're in your body, the better. You're listening to what your body has to say to you, and you're allowing that other voice to come on through. This is all about making space for your instinct and your intuition to be more clear in your life. The third point is to listen to your body. It's really simple. If you're getting up in the morning and you're apt to just, skip breakfast and get going through your day, instead sit down when your body says, hey, I need some fuel. I can't get through the day without this. Have your breakfast. If your body is telling you that you're tired and you've got crazy plans and you know you're going to be out till 3 a.m., maybe you should kind of bring that down a little bit and listen to what your body is trying to tell you. The more you listen to your body, the more that voice, that inside voice, will come on through and let you know what you have to be doing. The next point is to be honest and true to your word. So you want to be honest with whatever it is that you say because you want to instill a sense of trust within yourself. Your body listens to everything that you do and everything that you say in this world. So think about it. If you're telling something to a person and promising them one thing and doing something entirely different, you're not building a sense of trust for yourself. And by not trusting in yourself, you're not trusting in that little voice that tells you what it is that you need. So be honest, be true to your word, and hold on to your word, whatever you promise to people. The fifth point is to just test your intuition with simple things. So if one day you get up and someone, pops into your head and you think you've got to call that person, call that person. You'd be surprised how often things come out of those little intuitive hits that we get. You might come across a great opportunity for something, and you never would have known unless you tested it. So try on simple things first. And number 6, when you're right, when you feel like you've actually gone with your gut instinct and you've done something and you know it's right, give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. Look up in the sky and say, thanks, this is awesome, give me more of that. You want to put out that message that you're trusting yourself and that you're thankful for what it is that you're getting, for these messages. They're powerful. The more you're grateful for them, the more you'll get those thoughts that'll come into your head that you really need to hear. And the last point, number 7, is to look into your past. We all have those situations where we look back and we think, wow, hindsight is 2020. If only I had known that. If only I had known this. More often than not, when you look into your past, you realize that you probably did know those things. You probably had an inkling about something that you shouldn't have done, maybe, or someone that maybe you should have dealt with differently in a difficult situation. Looking back at those things will help you realize how your instinct talks to you, how your gut intuition communicates. And then once you realize how you get spoken to through your gut, you'll be able to use that and identify it a lot more. So have fun with these points and have fun getting in tune with who it is that you need to be. We'll see you next week.